Hello and welcome to Sew with Christine. In today's tutorial, I'll be showing you how to make this 3-layered gathers gown. If this is what you're interested in, do watch this video to the end. I'd like you to hit the subscribe button, like and share this video. If you want to see more tutorials from me, then turn your notification bell on. This is the upper part of this dress and I have this in 3 layers as well. The first part is 7 inches and I have the one for the under bust and the waist area. I've added the seam allowance to each of these pieces. I'm going to add trimmings to each of these when joining the layers together. For the waist, I just added 4 inches to the half bust measurement here. So that's what I will be using for the seam allowance. This is what I will be using for the trimming. This is a velvet strap. You can make use of any fabric, but I prefer this because it is stretchy, so it will be able to accommodate the leftover seam once I'm done sewing. When you want to do yours, you don't necessarily need to look for a blue piece of fabric because I'm going to be using the main material to cover this up. I've gone ahead to sew these velvets and this is what we have here. If what you have sewn is too wide, you can trim the edges a little. We want the leftover seam to go into the main channel to give it that round look. So I'll just go ahead and use my needle and thread to turn this out. This is it. I'm done turning it, and next is the strap that I'll use to cover up the velvet. The width is 1.5 inches and I have 4 of this. Next, I'm going to bring in the velvet and place it into this strap like so. Fix in your velvet into the main strap like this and place this onto one of the fabric, then use the other one to cover it up like so. So I'll just place them this way and then pin them. So this is how you sew. Once you're done sewing, it should look this way. I'm going to sew the front part as well as the back part. I'm done sewing them and this is what we have, one for the front and the other for the back. I'll go ahead and fold this into 2 so that I can mark out the necessary measurements. From here, which is the center, I will mark 3 inches for the neck width. Then I'm going to mark 7 inches, which is for the shoulder. From these 7 inches, I will go out by 4 inches for the sleeve. Take note that I'm measuring the sleeve together with the main dress. From this part, I will come down by 1 inch for the shoulder slope. Then I will connect the neckline to meet with the shoulder slope. Then from here, I will come down by 1 inch for the neck depth, which is for the back, and I'll also mark 3 inches for the neck depth for the front part. So I'm just going to draw the curve like so. I marked both the front and the back neckline here because I'm working on both of them simultaneously. From the shoulder slope, I'm going to mark 8 inches, which is for the sleeve width. Then at the base here, I'm going to take down the quarter waist measurement and add my seam allowance to it. After marking, I'll go ahead and join this marked area here to the sleeve width, which is the 8 inches. Then I'll go ahead and cut this out. Once I'm done cutting, we'll begin the sewing process. While we're on this, I'd like you to subscribe to this channel if you are yet to do so. Hit the like button and do not forget to turn your notification bell on. If you have any question, feel free to drop them in the comment section. When cutting the front neckline, separate the front from the back so that you don't cut both of them together. For the back neck opening, I will come down from the neck depth by 5 inches. I'll mark this down and then use my scissors to cut this area open, that is the center back. I'll cut the center back open and end at the marked area. So the upper part is ready. Next is for us to join the shoulders together. So I'm going to join this part and I'll join this area as well. I'm done joining the shoulders together. Next is for me to use my bias to pipe this round. After sewing the first part, I'm going to turn this inward and top stitch it. Once I'm done sewing my bias to the neckline, I'm going to fold my fabric this way and sew my zipper to the side of the dress and close up this side. Once that is done, I'll go ahead and fold the hem of my sleeve. Okay, I'm done sewing. This is the zipper. I have piped the neckline with the bias and I've closed the other side of this dress. Now that we are done with the upper part, let's move to the lower parts of this dress. For the lower parts, we have 3 layers and this is the first layer. This was initially folded into 4 parts, but I'm going to fold this into 8. For this first part, I made use of 2 yards and this is the second layer, which is folded into 8 parts too. I made use of 4 yards for this, and this is the third one, also folded into 8. I made use of 6 yards for the third one. The length that I'll be using for each of this layer is 14 inches, but I added 2 extra inches to the 3 of them for seam. And I added 1 inch extra to the last one for the hem allowance. So the last one will have length 17 inches, while the other two would have 16 inches. When making this dress, altogether I made use of 4 yards for this dress. So if you want to make yours, you will be making use of 4 yards. And if you want it fuller than this, then you would have to increase the yards of fabric that you will be using. This fabric is the long length type, which is by 60, that is 36 by 60. Next, I'll be showing you how to fold the top of this first layer. I'm going to be using up 1.5 inches to fold this top. After folding this top, I'm going to run 2 gather stitch, one above the same stitch and one below the same stitch. You can make use of your machine or you can use your hand to do the running stitches. So this is it. I'm done sewing the 1.5 and I've also gone ahead to sew my gather stitch to this. After sewing the 1.5, what I have left is 14.5 inches. I'll be using the remaining 0.5 inch to join the next layer. So once I'm done, I'll be left with 14 inches for the length. I've gone ahead to divide this fabric into 4 and I have marked the areas. Since I will not be able to notch these parts that I've just folded, I used pin instead to indicate those areas. First of all, I folded the fabric into 2 equal parts. At the base, I notched the base, but at the top, I use my pin there. I just pinned that area. If you have any markings that will be visible and easy to erase once you are done, then go ahead and use that. After folding this into 2, I went ahead to fold it into 4 equal parts and pin this side. At the base there, I notched the area. Next is to notch the upper part of this dress. I'm going to fold this into 2 like so, and I'm going to notch the midpoint of the front as well as the back. Since all the areas have been notched, next is to introduce the first layer to this dress. So these are the areas that I have pinned on this first layer. I'm just trying to spread this out to give the desired length that will fit the base of this dress. I'm done spreading this out. Next is to place it onto the top part like so. I'm going to place the first pinned area onto the center of the upper part of this dress, and I'll place the second pinned area onto the side, and these other ones will just go to the back like so. Now this is how you would sew. You place the first layer onto this dress and you're going to use your sewing machine to step on it. Now you'll step onto the seam stitches, not onto the gather stitch. That should be the middle stitch. This is it. I'm done sewing the first layer to this upper part. Next, I'm going to close up the side and complete the fixing of my zipper. So once I'm done sewing the side and the zipper, I'm going to attach the second layer to this first layer using the same method that I used when I attached the first layer to the upper part of this dress. I'll go ahead and draw my gathers. Once I'm done drawing these gathers, I'm going to place the first pinned part of this second layer over the notched parts of the first layer. Then I'll place the second pinned part of the second layer over the second notched part of the first layer. Hope you're getting it. So this is just how you do it. Place it over like so. The reason you need to notch and indicate your marked areas is so that you can distribute the gathers evenly across the entire base. If you don't do this, some parts will be fuller than some. So that is why you should make use of this method. So once I'm done with the second layer, I'll proceed to the third layer using the same method. This is it. I'm done sewing the third layer to this, and I've also hemmed the base of the third layer. So we have our 3 layers all set. I've also gone ahead to fix my zipper like I told you. I've also added my button to the back neck, and this is it, guys. Please do not forget to subscribe, like and share this video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.